Style over substance has been a term used frequently with negative connotations. When used in cinema, it's a phrase that typically infers that a movie is trying to cover up its lack of depth and intelligence with an engaging style that distracts from what the fundamentals of a narrative should be. Hyper-stylized movies like 2013's Only God Forgives and 2019's Polar are examples of movies that at their core are simple revenge stories that have been told 1,000 times before. They just add visual stylings that make them appear on the surface different. The results are movies that feel very unrewarding and forgettable. So can style carry a movie? Does a lack of substance immediately torpedo a movie's quality and render any heavy styling just a glossy disguise for something that at its core is juvenile and cliché? Not necessarily, and 2020's Gretel and Hansel illustrates that beautifully. Gretel and Hansel gives itself the perfect setup to be style-heavy, use an established narrative that everyone knows as the movie's substance. Just about everyone knows the story of Hansel and Gretel, so before we even see the first frame of the movie, we know the characters, the story, and the moral. In essence, we know and understand the substance before the movie even begins. Anything the movie adds in terms of story is just frosting to a cake that has already been baked. In choosing to be an adaptation of a widely known fairy tale, the film sidesteps the responsibility of building a new narrative with new characters to develop. The core of the movie's substance is already in our heads before we've even begun to watch the movie, and so the substance doesn't have to be the responsibility of the film to facilitate. This provides the launching pad by which the movie can begin its true responsibility, to tell an already established story in a new way, and that new way is its style. Gretel and Hansel's definitive style largely comes from its shot compositions. Stark color schemes in the lighting, symmetrical objects in the mise-en-scène, and harsh shadows all contribute to the film's unsettling allure. The shots feel almost attention-seeking, intentionally drawing the audience away from the story to notice the artistic expression. The style is overbearing, almost distractingly so. However, it has a right to be. Does everyone really need to see another normally shot, straight version of the Hansel and Gretel fairy tale? The movie is tasked with elevating the tale through other means beyond story, and the style is how the movie does it. It brilliantly generates a tense and foreboding atmosphere that render the film's proceedings darker than the fairy tale might otherwise be. The style sets the mood and the thematic elevation in the film, but above all else it creates the impact. We don't walk away from Gretel and Hansel feeling as though we've just watched another mainstream PG-13 horror flick. We walk away polarized by its unwillingness to cave to convention. We walk away reacting to its insistence on trying something new through its style. It does do something new, and in a story that has been told since 1812, any kind of newness is refreshing and impressive.